So, I guess I need to talk like loud and crap. Hi. Well, good thing I'm doing this, I guess. Hi, I'm Erica Cranmer, and on this channel... Hi, I'm Erica Cranmer, and on this channel, we're going to be studying the Bible. And this is episode 1. And I figured since I looked like a mess and the first few episodes are probably going to be a mess, we'd just get with it. This is not going to be our normal environment. I'm actually on vacation and this will not be posted until I'm home. I'm probably going to delete this or edit this part out because I feel incredibly awkward. But whatever. So anyways, on this channel, and I hope we can actually hear this because I have a microphone and I left it at home. Anyways, on this channel, we are studying the Bible and learning about God's Word. And occasionally you'll get some bonus stuff, like I might post some of the videos I took around this resort for my husband. And you might get some travel advice or some packing advice because I love both of those. And you might get some random just life stuff, but 95% of the content will be some Bible related content. I was planning on starting with a very in-depth Bible study, but I think we're just going to start with reading through the Bible and then a light Bible study, then a heavier Bible study as I get more comfortable with this. I'll try to post every Thursday. Make sure you hit like and subscribe for more content if you see what you like and you're hoping to get more out of this. I'm hoping to get more out of this too. And the next video, I will look a little bit more put together also. All right, thanks. And we're going to start with Esther. All right, chapter 1 of Esther. This is what I'm reading out of. Esther, New King James Version. And I'm going to look at it while I read. The king dethrones Queen Vashti. My mom pronounces it Vashti. I don't actually know which is correct. Before we get into the in-depth study, I will find out. And just a side note from the bottom. The Hebrew version of the male main character's name is Ashura or Ashura. I looked up how to pronounce it and I forget, but that Ashura. And the Greek pronunciation is Xerxes. I'm gonna, for the remainder, go with Xerxes because one book calls it one narration calls it the other. So now came to pass in the days of Xerxes. This was the Xerxes who reigned over the 127 provinces from India to Ethiopia. In these days, when King Xerxes sat on the throne, his kingdom, which was Susa the citadel, that was in the 3rd year of his reign, he made a feast for all of his officials and servants, the powers of Persia and Media, the nobles and the princes of the province being before him. When he showed the riches of his glorious kingdom and the splendor of his excellent majesty for many days, 180 days in all. And when these days were complete, the king made a feast, lasting 7 days, for the people who were present in Susa the citadel, from the great to the small, in the court of the garden of the king's palace. There were white and blue linen curtains fastened with cords of fine linen and purple on the silver rods and marble pillars, and the couches were of gold and silver on mosaic pavement of alabaster, turquoise, and white and black marble. And they served drinks in gold vessels, each vessel being different from the others, with royal wine in abundance, according to the generosity of the king. In accordance with the law, the drinking was not compulsory, for so the king had ordered all the officials in his household that they should do according to each man's pleasure. Queen Vashti also made a feast for the women in the royal palace, which belonged to King Xerxes. On the 7th day, when the heart of the king was merry with wine, he commanded, I should look how to pronounce these. He commanded Mehem, Bistha, Harbona, Bigtha, Abagatha, Zethar, and Carcass, 7 eunuchs who served in the presence of King Asher, to bring King Vashti before the king, wearing her royal crown in order to show her beauty to the people and the officials. For she was beautiful to behold. But Queen Vashti refused to come before the king's command brought by his eunuchs. Therefore the king was furious. His anger burned within him. Then the king said to the wise men who understood the times, for this was the king's manner toward all who knew law and justice, the closest to him being Karshena, Shethar, Admatha, Tarsus, Meres, Marson, and Memucan, the 7 princes of Persia and Media, who had access to the king's presence and who ranked highest in the kingdom. What shall we do with Queen Vashti according to the law? Because she did not obey this command of King Ashura brought to her by the eunuchs, or King Xerxes. And Memucan answered before the king and the princes, Queen Vashti has not only wronged the king, but also the princes and all the people who are in all the provinces of Ashura, or King Xerxes. For the queen's behavior will become known to all the women, so that they will despise their husbands in their eyes when they report. King Xerxes commanded Queen Vashti to be brought in before him, but she did not come. This very day the noble ladies of Persia and Media will say to the king's officials that they have heard of the behavior of the queen. Thus there will be excessive contempt and wrath. If it pleases the king, let a royal decree go out from him. Let it be recorded in the laws of Persia, the Persians, and the Medes, so that it will not be altered, that Vashti shall come no more before King Xerxes, and let the king give her royal position to another who is better than she. When the king's decree, which he will make, is proclaimed throughout all his empire, for it is great, all wives will honor their husbands, both great and small. And the reply pleased the king and the princes, and the king did according to the word of Memucan. Then he sent letters to all the king's provinces, to each province in their own script, and to every people in their own language, that each man should be a master in his own house, and speak in his own language of his own people. And that's the end of chapter 1. So make sure you hit like and subscribe and follow if, little follow button, if you would like to get notified of chapter 2. Alright, and next time hopefully I will look less of a mess and my video will be less of a mess, and we'll get to know God's Word together better.